Go ahead and begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good morning, everyone. It is April 10th. Welcome to the Shawnee County Board of County Commissioners. I'm Aaron Mays. I represent District 3. I'm currently serving as the chairman. On my right is Commissioner Kevin Cook, representing District 2. On my left, Commissioner Bill Rippon, representing District 1. Good morning to both of you. Morning. We've got our county clerk, Lisa Schmidt, at the left, my left, and my right, our county counsel, Rich Eckert. Good morning to both of you as well. Let's go ahead and dive in. First item, please.
All right, first item on the agenda, item 3, consent agenda.
We've got 7 items on the consent agenda this morning. If there's no questions or concerns, I would move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business. A, county clerk. 1, consider all voucher payments.
Okay, our total vouchers this period is $5,077,168.50. Significant payments include $230,723.66 to King's Construction Company, Inc. for progress payment on the road improvement of Southwest Auburn Road from 29th Street to K4 Highway. The other payment of significance is $203,444.69 to Election Systems and Software LLC for election commissioners for license and maintenance. If there's no questions or comments, I would move for approval of the vouchers.
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Rippon and a second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
A2, consider correction orders.
I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
B, facilities management. 1, consider request to approve contract C1482025 with Meridian Roofing Solutions for the replacement of the courthouse roof in the amount of $491,750 to be paid from the Roof and Parking Lots Fund.
Good morning, Commissioners. Nelda Henning, Director of Facilities Management, as read by the clerk. We would like to contract with Meridian Roofing Solutions to replace the roof on the courthouse. We did put this out for an RFP. We received 8 bids, which is pretty fabulous, and this did come underneath our original estimate. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions?
No.
Under our estimates is always a good thing, so I would move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
B2, consider request consideration to reject all bid responses to RFP 010-25, replacement of water softener and water heater at Manor Conference Center.
We're requesting to reject the bids. We are reevaluating and going in a different direction. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions?
No. I'd move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Rippon and a second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
C, Public Works. 1, consider a request to issue RFQ for design and construction engineering services relating to a bridge replacement project on Northeast Calhoun Bluff Road over a tributary to the Kansas River.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kurt Neos, Director of Public Works. Work on our bridges never ends. We have 261. They're in constant need of repair or replacement. Our next target is the bridge on Northeast Calhoun Bluff over a tributary to the Kansas River. That used to be Indian Creek, but with the construction of US 24 and the Soldier Creek cutoff, the drainage up there has changed significantly. So we no longer need to span Indian Creek. We're just spanning a small drainage tributary to the Kansas River. So the idea is to remove the existing bridge and put in a much smaller structure. With that, I look forward to your questions.
Questions?
Questions?
I'll move for approval.
Second.
A motion by Commissioner Cook and a second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
2, consider a request to reclassify a single mechanic position to a new field mechanic position.
Courtney House, Director of Public Works. We have a mechanic that acts as a field mechanic, and basically he goes out and he makes sure when we're doing a project of importance that he can get the equipment back operational. I think this position takes a higher level of independent thinking, problem solving, you name it, and I believe it is worthy of a higher salary. And so I'm proposing moving the salary from Teamsters range 909 to 910. And with that, I look forward to your questions.
Any questions? No, I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't this a position that was pretty important during the snowstorm earlier this year?
This person works at all hours of the day. When we're out working on the roads, he's out and about. So daytime, nighttime, snow, rain, he's out there.
Yeah, great. Well, I would move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
3, consider a request to reclassify the equipment operator position to a new bridge foreman position.
Courtney House, Director of Public Works. We have an equipment operator, one in the county. This person has been the de facto crew leader for quite some time. He hasn't been performing all of a typical crew leader duties, but he is a worthy candidate to be a crew leader for the bridge crew. Their work is unique enough. We're not going to call the position crew leader as we have the road crew leaders. This is going to be a bridge foreman position, but it essentially is equivalent to a crew leader position except for the nature of the work. Again, this person has been performing most of these duties. He is willing to take on the extra responsibilities, and that's why I'm before you asking for the reclassification. Again, I look forward to your questions.
Any questions?
I'll move for approval.
Second.
Okay, got a motion by Commissioner Cook and a second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
D, Parks and Recreation. 1, consider approval of contract C150-2025, the Topeka Community Cycle Project Agreement to provide bicycle education programming and cycle repair services at the Central Park Community Center. $2,500 to be deposited annually into the Parks and Recreation Capital Maintenance Fund by TCCP.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tim Laurent, Parks and Recreation Director. So this is just a continuation of a long-term agreement that we've had with the community cycle folks, and it takes place at Central Park. They do all kinds of programming about bicycle safety. They do bicycle repairs. They'll have standard hours, Thursdays from 5 to 7 and Saturdays from 1 to 3. It's been a great partnership for us, and we'd like to continue it. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Tim, how long have they been in Central Park? Weren't they in Oakland?
They
at one
were,
point?
yeah. Yeah, I think Central Park now for about 2 years, and prior to that, they were at Oakland, and
Okay.
for quite a while. So,
Any questions?
No, it's a great organization,
They are.
taking bicycles that people don't need, refurbishing them and getting them back out to people that do need them.
right.
Great. I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
2, consider approval of contract C147-2025 with Binswanger Glass to utilize the TIPS Purchasing Cooperative for new windows in the administrative building at Lake Shawnee at a cost of $51,195, funding from the Capital Maintenance Fund.
Tim Laurent, Director, Parks and Recreation Department. This is for a total of, bless you.
That's right.
This is for a total of 10 windows at our administrative office, so 3 in the basement and 7 on the main floor. The building is 48 years old. These windows are original to the building. They're wooden, they're rotting away. Literally, the window in my office is held shut with a thumbtack and a couple of paper clips. So it's time. We would like to utilize the TIPS agreement. We did get bids on this, informal bids, probably about 3 years ago, and they were all right around this price, actually a little more. So we feel like the price is reasonable. These are large windows, so I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Yeah, they're not typical windows. It's a mid-century modern
Yeah.
building, and so they're pretty
They're
large windows, so. Any questions?
No, it's reasonable.
Okay, I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
E, Commission. 1, consider canceling the April 24th and May 15th work sessions.
We've got some scheduling conflicts, and so we'll be canceling these 2 work sessions. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
5, public comment.
Okay, we do have 2 people signed up for public comment. First up would be Henry McClure.
Henry McClure, Topeka, Kansas. Chairman, good morning. Today, I was on TV, I'm running for mayor, and I misspoke because I thought my county commissioner was appointed originally. So, like being a media guy, because I have MCRE Media, and I feel obligated as a guy that actually makes a nickel every once in a while from being a media guy. The guy deserves clarification. So I was informed very poignantly and firmly, and so I want to make sure that the public knows that my county commissioner that I ran against was not appointed ever. But brings up a really interesting thing. Let's segue right into your lawyer's comments in the Capitol Journal or CJ Online about the Citizens Commission. And he said in his quotes that the Citizens Commission's already in place, and there's not one. There's a committee that I actually went to yesterday that is trying to evaluate the government. And it's really interesting that Senate Bill 104 all of a sudden out of the blue comes up to make the Citizens Commission that we were supposed to have in place for years that never did. And what about an officer of the court? Let's say you had an elected official that's an officer of the court, and he's willingly and knowingly not complying with the state law. Isn't that kind of a bad deal? Isn't that? And especially what's really wild is some people all of a sudden are coming forward trying to get you to implement that Citizens Commission. And how this thing spiraled and why Brenda Dietrich all of a sudden is pushing it down at the Senate. And it went through lickety-split. The governor signed it and makes it optional to do it. Well, how in the heck are we going to ever get anything done if it's optional? Because you guys do what you want whenever you want. It's law and you don't do it, and now it's going to be optional. So as citizens, how are we going to ever get it done now that it's optional? We can't get you to comply with the law. This Citizens Commission, what was really interesting about the committee that they had, if there were a commission in place, it was originally done for Wyandotte, but it doesn't have to be about consolidation. It's like every government entity here has a computer, but you're not connected to the internet. But if you took the Citizens Commission and look at the players that are on it, and then you put the public involved, there's no downside to having a Citizens Commission. The only thing, if we just keep doing it the same, it's like we just don't really want to work together. And if you brought this Citizens Commission to fruition, you take the players in government, and from time to time, you'd all get together. There's public representatives, and then it makes everything transparent. What's going to happen in the long run with what's happening in our country is the truth will set you free. You guys, or maybe Brenda Dietrich and those that brought forward the deal and however it came forward, think that you know better than us of how to live our lives. I remain unvaccinated and unapologetic, and I'm glad I never wore a mask.
Okay, next up is Robert Williams.
Good morning, Robert Williams, Shawnee County. Almost 2 years ago, or a good year and a half or more ago, I brought this statute to this commission. And at the time, I don't believe it was your counselor sitting before us today, but he, on the question from the commissioners, one of the commissioners asked about it, he chimed in, it's all on record, and I have it on file too, that he said he was aware of the statute and he would look into it. Well, if that was the case, then two things occurred. He either knew about the statute like he said, which is egregious, and if I were his employee and he withheld that information to me or from me, I would send him his walking papers. Or he was trying to save face and he had no knowledge of that statute. So to the counselor who rendered his opinion to the state legislature and on CJ Online, I'll make a couple of points of inaccuracies. Few occasions in his opinion, he referenced the Citizens Commission as a committee. And I know we have some legal minds in here. I know this because my skin is crawling. So to educate you, the difference of a commission and a commission is a mandate. A committee puts forth suggestions that may or may not be adopted. Interesting, either the counselor was ignorant of the basic Webster dictionary definitions, or he purposely deceived or was disingenuous in his comments. Mentioned it being specifically for Wyandotte County. If you read the statute, and last time I spoke here, one of our commissioners practically threw me out of this chamber because I challenged that if you read the statute, it says all counties. So I wholeheartedly reject that as disingenuous. Township involvement. Said he spoke to a couple of townships and none of them have any interest in it. Well, this is a citizens commission. 18 citizens. Did you speak to them about this? Oh, that's right. It's been 5 years that this should have been implemented. We can't hardly speak to them now, can we? Right? And then it's ineffective due to its size. Well, it's especially ineffective when you fail to form the commission, right? So that there is disingenuous. And the suggestion that this is about city-county merger, is misleading at best. This was an underhanded and successful attempt and you successfully cut the tongue from the mouths of your constituency with this. I hope you're proud of that, and I hope that you remember that when you use, because that should be used as your campaign platform in the next election cycle, right? So I think it's embarrassing to this commission and to your legal department that a high school dropout have to educate you on statute that you should be aware of. Thank you for your time.
Next item, please. Sure.
Next item is item 6, administrative communications.
Any administrative communications today?
Good morning, Commissioners. Angela Lewis, Director of Administrative Services. I just want to promote mobile mammography. They'll be here next Monday. And I want to dispel some things about the mobile mammography unit. The mobile mammography unit can be used for anyone who wants to come out. They do have appointments, but it is walk-ins as well. If you have Shawnee County insurance, A mammography, a mammogram, if you get it once a year, it will not cost you anything. There is no charge. If you have more than one a year, it could cost you. If you're over 40 years old, again, they're free. But if you have family history, your doctor might order it earlier. I was talking to Susan Duffy earlier this week, and she said it's personal for you, and it is personal for me. My grandmother, my sister-in-law, and the best mentor I've ever had breast cancer, and they're survivors, and it's because of early detection. We have an opportunity. It'll be right out at Evergy Plaza, and I would say everyone over 40 who hasn't had one this year, please go. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, Commissioners. Sean Zier, Shawnee County Parks and Recreation. Today is a great day because Gerald Binkley Tulip Time kicks off. Of course, it's our 2-week celebration of the tulips at Old Prairie Town, Ted Ensley Gardens, and Duran Rock Garden. And of course, the tulips are absolutely beautiful. They bloomed a little early, so I encourage everyone to get out there to go see them as soon as possible. But it is just absolutely beautiful. All the hard work that our horticulturists did back in October, the fruits of the labor are showing today. Tulips at Twilight, our big event, or I should say the Friends of Ward Mead's big event, kicks off tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. That will go on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week, and then Wednesday through Sunday the following 2 weeks. And that goes from 7 to 10, $5 donation, and it all goes towards the Friends at Ward Mead. And then the Tulip Festival for the Friends of Ted Ensley kicks off this Saturday, or it's a one-day event. That's at Ted Ensley Gardens at 10 o'clock to 3. There'll be food, vendors, and I'll be providing the music this year. So looking forward to that as well. We also have our spring craft fair that's going to be happening at Great Overland Station. That takes place from 9 to 3, and it's going to be a nice event. Weather's going to be perfect this weekend, so take advantage of it as much as you can and open to any questions.
Any questions?
No, looking forward to it.
All right, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Any other administrative communications? Commissioner Rippon?
I don't have anything. Just go out and check out those tulips, everyone.
Yeah. Mr. Cook?
I know it's a little bit early, but did Shawnee County Solid Waste put up an announcement about dump day coming down the road in June? Not put on by us, but it is coming down the road, June the 14th. So start, when you're doing your spring cleaning, start thinking now about the free dump day on June 14th at Rolling Meadows. Is that right? All right, got a thumbs up. So, all right.
All right, I don't have anything else to say, so next item, please.
Executive sessions.
Okay, we do have a need for executive session. We're going to do it for 2 items today. One is and I would make a motion that we go into executive session for personnel matters of non-elected personnel, specifically to discuss some positions at the health department. And then also, and then I'll say that one, we'll do 10 minutes, and then also for consultation with an attorney for the body or agency, which will be deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship. This is going to be about EMS services, and that one, let's do another 15 minutes. Is that enough, you think? 25 total, or?
Yeah, we should be able to go.
Let's, okay, all right, so we will start that at 9:25 and go until 9:50. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. We are in executive session in 45 seconds or so.
Nothing for y'all.
Dustin was in there as well.
Dustin, okay.
And,
Are we rolling? All right. We're back from executive session. No action was taken. We're adjourned.